Welcome back to Dishonored 2, where we, as so many times in the past and so many times in the future, we're reading a book on bone charms, excerpt from a book on sailing traditions and crimshaw. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing they say. The carving itself is practiced from long back from salty docks to young greenhorns still finding their sea legs. In old times, sailors got into the tusk of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of the bears that roamed the isles north of Tivia. Once the whale trade began, practitioners began engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boons, increase the lover's figure, or provide defense against pregnancy. Bone charms were always a very nice thing, but, well, they were called a heresy by the Abbey of the Everyman, making them probably a lot rarer than they used to be. Whispers from the Void by Barnoli Mulani. Treatise on the physical existence of that foreign realm. Excerpt. It's a common story. A person has stopped breathing, pinned under carriage wheels, or some other tragic happenstance, and is thought to be dead. But when the weight is removed, they make a quick recovery. But nonetheless, for a moment or two, this moment was lost to us, lost to the world itself. And what did they experience while in this temporary death? Darkness? Nothingness? No, indeed not. They tell us, as so many have, that they were in a particular place and can describe it vividly. And who among us does not know this place? Have we all not seen it in our dreams? This place we share, in the furthest reaches of our minds. The realm where nothing makes sense, where one is at once both lost and at home. The Void. And I know, I say that overly dramatic, the Void. But that's the only correct way you can say it. Whispers from the Void by Barnoli Mulani, number 2. These little glimpses of the Void in dreams, or described by those awoken from comas, are not limited to a select few. In my interviews, I've gleaned that there's not a single citizen without such visions at one time or another. This then must be a real place, not folklore or masked illusions. Perhaps it exists deep below the earth, or far above it. Perhaps it's right next to us, but hidden. Some trick of the light, or wondrous curtain bars us from fully knowing it. And we all but wait for a natural philosopher to unlock the phenomenon, to show us how to see it at will. But when so revealed, will it not be a fearsome place any longer? Not a distant and special realm described in the mists of the outsider. It will be strange, yes, even unsettling, but nonetheless, it will be a new realm for us to explore and eventually conquer. What new treasure awaits us there? Are the lakes made of liquid diamond? The clouds of weightless silver gas? And what things we would learn? Well, I hate to destroy your dreams for that place, but weightless silver clouds would mean an incredibly hot atmosphere, meaning that we would burn. And, well, lakes of diamonds. Diamonds is just carbon in a very particular placement. If you have liquid diamond, that's the same as having liquid, the stuff you write with. Yeah, it's the same as having liquid, the stuff you write in with pencils. So, what do we have around here? Let's first read this little letter from Wyman. Emily, I didn't want to wake you this morning, but you'll forgive me, since we must have said goodbye 100 times yesterday night. And the only chance I get to see you with your hair all whatever way is while you're asleep. As soon as the sun rises, you put on your empress face. It makes me happy that I know your real face, the one that laughs at our silly rhymes. I don't want to go back to Morley, but I am needed there. It'll be 4 months before we see each other again. I miss you. And yes, I'll bring you some white leaf tobacco for your hookah. Lord Corvo, if you are reading this letter as per your royal protector's function, know that I am joking and perfectly aware that white leaf tobacco is forbidden in Bristol. I'll definitely bring you this, officially, but not officially. Officially, I'm not going to bring you this. Take care, my darling Emily. Don't go falling from a rooftop. I love you, Wyman. Isn't that just sweet? Emily has a boyfriend. And yes, I have been here before as well. And I love that they put these old paintings, the old drawings from the first game here. Even the slightly dark ones. Corvo Atano, the Royal Protector in Our Times, Part 1. His parents were older at the time of his birth, and his father died in a lumber accident outside the city when Corvo was still young. Around that time, his only sibling, a firstborn sister, moved away to Morley, and the family subsequently lost all contact with her. Only 16, Corvo dazzled the people of Karnaca when he entered and won the annual Blade Urbana. The spectators, from all over Sarkonos, were thrilled to see someone so young and striking, from a working-class family, advance through duel after duel, eventually taking the prize. This unexpected outcome secured Corvo a junior officer ranking in the Grand Sarkonal Guard. As a soldier, he was involved in a number of conflicts against organized criminal groups, rogue city-states within Sarkonos, and pirate bands along the chains of islands radiating east from Sarkonos. Sent from his homeland at the age of 18 by the Duke of Sarkonos, then Theodanis Abel, father of Luca Adel, Corvo was assigned to serve the Emperor in Dunwall as a diplomatic gift. His Sarkonian heritage made him a bit of an outsider in Dunwall, but the capital city must have seemed exotic and full of old-world mysteries. A few months after he moved to Dunwall, it is recorded that Corvo received word that his mother had passed away several weeks after his departure from Karnaca. The one thing that really strikes out at me, around that time his only sibling, a firstborn sister, moved away to Morley, and the family subsequently lost all contact with her. So, I've read this before. I've had literally months to think about this. So, this might be me going extremely paranoid, but could Corvo's sister be Delilah somehow? Somehow I've kind of forgotten the exact backstory. I know kind of the life of Delilah. She worked originally worked for the royal family as a cook, then became a painter, and then became a witch. Could she actually be Corvo's sister? Wouldn't that be quite a story? Corvo Atano, the Royal Protector in Our Times, Part 2. In an act of rebellion, young Jessamine Goldwyn chose Corvo as a royal protector when Corvo was 19 and she was 12. Jesus Christ, 12. Jesus Christ, that is a 7-year difference between the two. Okay, interesting that they got into a relation. I mean, different times and all, but still, jeez. He served her loyally as a bodyguard, courier, and some say spy, before and after she was crowned empress. Though it was scandalous gossip at the time, it is said that they began a love affair around 1923, when Jessamine was 18 and Corvo was 25. I mean, it's slightly less of a horrible difference then, but still, jeez. The next chapter of Etano's life is like something out of a legend. During the time of the Red Plague, when the Empress fell, Corvo was accused of regicide and sentenced for execution. He was thrown into Coldridge prison and publicly reviled. He escaped, and as part of a small conspiracy dedicated to throwing down the tyrannical Lord and Regent, Corvo struck back at the people who killed the Empress and who wronged him. As the Lord Regent fell, the loyalist conspiracy turned on Corvo, poisoning him. Surviving through some inner resilience, he located the true assassin of the Empress and forced his way out of the flooded district. Corvo eventually cornered the last of the loyalists on King Sparrow Island, at the Barrow's Lighthouse, and rescued Emily Goldwyn, heir to the throne. The romantic involvement between Corvo Etano and the Empress Jessamine Goldwyn was a terribly kept court secret, and thus it is here widely held that Emily Goldwyn is their daughter. Following the interregnum, Corvo watched over Emily as she began to rule the Empire of the Isles.
The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here.
Yeah. I mean, for one, you're not exactly going to be able to carry it, and secondly, it has Imperial reserves written on it.
This could be handy.
But 1 bar of gold is far less suspicious.
I have a feeling I'll need these.
Oh, I do love that zoom button. So, we have finally read everything in here. After, what is it now, almost 14 minutes? Let's finally go to the Dunwall streets. Let's finally try to leave this place. Let's finally head to the places I have not been. 1. A long day in Dunwall. Delilah and Duke Luca Bell have taken the tower. Dunwall is no longer a safe place for you. Escape the city by meeting with a boat captain down at the docks.
Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks.
Curtis Morgan, an apostolate child. The Pendleton brothers. Yeah, none of them came out as well, have they?
I've got to get out of Dunwall. I've got to get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
It's the ship we're going to, but there is a lot in the way. And the only safe way to go down It's over here. Basically go in the exact opposite direction of where we need to be going.
What do I have to do to help my father? What do I have to become?
In many ways, you'll probably have to become kind of like him. Drop takedown. Oh yeah, that was right. You also have a non-lethal takedown now.
Traitorous dog.
I mean, it's not a friendly takedown or something like that. It's still smashing someone's whole head against a wall very hard. But I think he prefers it over being stabbed.
The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Listen up, I have bad news. Ramsey's missing. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Emily Caldwin has apparently fled the tower. We've got to find her. That's it, you've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkino, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now.
I wonder, would it have been better to kill him or not?
Getting so one can't even breathe no more.
Stay ready. I want you in place just after the Duke and our new Empress make their appearance. Things will happen fast. Do your part, and there's a share of the spoils for you and the others. Turn on me now, and I'll ask the Duke to send his assassin after your dear old parents. Trust me, the so-called crown killer is the last dinner guest you want in your home. Alright, so it is definitely the Duke's assassin. Okay, I saw somebody. Yeah. Play your way. Detection isn't the end. Even after you're spotted by enemies, various options are available to you. Kill all the enemies in combat. Defeat the enemies non-lethally. Escape and stay out of sight until the enemies give up searching for you. Use powers, gadgets, and trickery to greatly overcome this situation.
Don't even know that. I hate this wool. It itches like mad. Why can't I wear my regular clothes?
Yes, you are an officer. Isn't that supposed to mean that a cart is coming through? Yes, it is. And yes, for those that have seen my previous Dishonored playthroughs,
Should listen to Mom, become a hairdresser.
you know that. No, come on. You'll know that I generally play rather stealthily, rather slowly.
Feels heavy. Hard to get a good lungful.
Well, that's not strictly true, actually. I definitely rush at times. But my times of rushing are generally more...
He says keep alert, and I says I am alert. I've been alert. And he says yeah, but this time I really mean it.
You are not alert enough, buddy. And you're coming with me. And, well, I say that I play very carefully. And that is mostly true. Except when I go full lethal. I mean, I start being slightly less careful once I am... once I have some better tools for playing faster. I mean, once you start having powers like Blink, you can take the entire game so much faster. Right, one right over there. It's just kind of not your day, is it? SNJ. Oh yeah, that was turned into Sokolovs and oh god, what was the other guy's called?
Kiela, sorry you missed us. I'll be taking the children away from Dunwall earlier than expected. A few weeks before the upcoming anniversary of Empress Jessamine's death. Things are about to get bad, and I'm not just talking about the Crown Killer. Besides, there's profit to be made bringing new silver miners down south, so arrangements must be made. Ta for now.
How did you know? How did you know things were going to be bad?
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Attention Dunwall citizens.
Today on this
As of
sad
today,
anniversary,
Delilah
we
Caldwin
mourn
is
the
our new
tragic
empress.
slaying of our beloved
All hail
Empress
Delilah,
Jessamine.
first of her name.
Further, the former Empress, Emily Caldwin, is now wanted for treason. Any of you found harboring Emily Caldwin will be fined and arrested.
People of Dunwall, stay in your homes. We're advised to stay indoors during this time of unrest.
Alright, this is a difficult place to... Oh, if I can just sneak around them, that would be nice, of course.
Something stinks around here. It's not my job to clean up.
What am I? Like a stocking without a leg, that's what. Worse than nothing.
Okay, yeah, I know I'm not saying anything, I'm trying to be stealthy. first mission in a Dishonored game. Well. A Dishonored game where you do not yet have any powers is hard. If I take this guy down, I can take that scrawny guy down. And then I just have that much more ability to move around.
Citizens of Dunwall, listen up. For the sake of your family, turn over all information concerning Emily Caldwin and Corvo Atano, wanted for murder and treason.
I literally have not murdered a single person yet. I don't say I won't, I don't say I will. Because I am definitely going for the good ending with this one. But I'm also not going to say that I won't. Because going for a non-lethal playthrough in your first game is kind of psychotic. If I even wanted to try that, I'm going to at least You want a little nap, buddy? Don't worry, I'll help you with that. No problem. There. I solved your tiredness problem. Alright. We're doing good so far. Alright, go over there, go over there, guy over there. If these two turn around, I can take this guy out. But if they don't, then I... These two guys are simply not moving, are they?
How hard could it be to clean a few things? Honestly, I'd like to find out.
Alright, so we now made it. Okay, that guy is luckily not looking for me.
Who opened this door? Maybe the wind or something.
Jesus! They notice that? They notice open doors?
Nothing then.
Jesus Christ. If they learn to detect that, I don't stand a chance. Okay, yeah, see you in the next one, where I'll try and take out the most observant guards in the world. Oh, but Jesus, I'm so fucked.